right, let's talk about processed sugar, natural sugar, and what it does to your body. So if you've ever felt like sugar is addictive, you're not really imagining it. It actually lights up the same reward centers in the brain like drugs, like cocaine, right? Like in today's world, processed sugar is hiding in everything from salad dressing to even protein bars to ketchup. So let's break down what sugar does in the body and more importantly, how to spot the good versus the sneaky stuff. So natural sugar versus processed sugar, what's the difference? Natural sugars are found in whole foods like fruit, like dairy. They come packaged with fiber, with water, with nutrients that slow the absorption rate of the sugar. So it keeps it very balanced over time. Whereas processed sugars like cane sugar, high fructose corn syrup, any kind of syrups, right? Added sugars in snacks or drinks. They are isolated and they are refined. They're stripped of all the fiber and all of the nutrients. So you get really quick blood sugar spikes, you get major cravings, and you end up wanting more. So, how does processed sugar affect the body? It causes, like I said, very rapid blood sugar spikes that are followed by a crash. This increases your insulin release, which over time can lead to insulin resistance if it's happening too often, which then leads to fat storage, especially around the midsection. And that triggers a dopamine release as well in the brain. It's like this feel good hit, like drugs, pretty similar. It makes you crave more even when you're full. And fun fact, processed sugar can decrease your body's satiety signals. So you don't feel full even when you're eating more, which is kind of crazy, right? The addictive loop. Processed sugar, it hijacks your reward system and that dopamine release. And over time, your brain actually needs more sugar to get the same effect. You crave it more often and eat more without realizing. This impacts your energy, it impacts your mood, and more importantly, disrupts your hormones and slows your metabolism, right? This cycle is cravings, eating sugar, blood sugar spike, crash, cravings, and it just keeps going on and on. So what is a good versus bad, right? So here's a really maybe obvious one, but it's a good one, right? So fruit, for example, is a natural sugar, but it has fiber, which slows your digestion. It has water, which dilutes your sugar concentration. It also has full nutrient profile, vitamin C, potassium, antioxidants. Together, that leaves you feeling way more satisfied than if you were to eat any kind of candy or soda or processed snacks because it's straight sugar. It's absorbed incredibly quickly. There's no fiber, so you get an instant spike of sugar and a crash, and that keeps you wanting more because it's lacking the fiber, the water, and the nutrients, right? You can eat a fuck ton of gummy worms, but you can only really eat like so many apples. So, what to watch for and some real life swaps. First thing is read the labels if it has a label. Anything ending in OSE, OSE, glucose, sucrose, sucralose. All those are added sugars, dextrose. Avoid hidden sugars, things in quote unquote healthy snacks, dressings, sauces. Try to eat whole foods, whole fruits, not drink juice because, again, juice, we are removing the fiber from that, right? Pair sweet cravings with proteins or fats. That helps stabilize your blood sugar, right? And if you're craving sugar constantly, this might be a sign that your meals are actually missing that balance. It could also mean you're stressed or you're underfueled. So find the root cause before just giving in to that craving because the craving doesn't always tell the full story. This week, take inventory. Where are processed sugars sneaking into my day? Try swapping one per day for a whole food source. And if sugar feels like something you're constantly battling, know that this is not a willpower issue. It's actually chemically driven.